Empire Music Group is in the building. How are you, Ja Rule? How you been?
What's going on? What's happening, man?
Doing great, man. Thank you for, coming to the Steve Lobel Live, the show here on the air. I know you're in Vegas.
Incredible friend, man. Just a lovable dude, man.
All right, Ja, we appreciate you, man. Be safe. Hold it down. Queens all day. Go back to your video. I respect you. I appreciate you, and God bless you, okay?
Yo, love you, Steve, man. I'll holler at you soon, baby.
Hey, this is a song for my haters. Yeah, you got me feeling like the greatest. I'm about to blow up.
We're going to go one-on-one with the one and only Steve Lobel.
We rolling, man.
New cat with an old school feel. Only new artist with an old school deal. Taught the game by Steve Lobel. So we always win, don't receive no L's.
Queens, New York. Coming to game through Jam Master Jay, rest in peace, and Run DMC. Continued on to, work with Fat Joe, Big Pun, The Beat Nuts, Common Sense, which is common now, Bone Thugs and Harmony for over 14 years, Eazy-E, Sean Kingston, Nipsey Hussle, Ayaz, Man.
It is Wednesday, October 12, 2011. Welcome to another edition of Tonight Live with Steve Lobel. And tonight we've got a very, very special guest. We have video director Yuli Terrero is on the line with us, and we're going to bring it on in just a minute. He has worked with the industry's elite, such as 50 Cent, Snoop Diddy, Christina Aguilera, Madonna, and many, many more. He has also worked in movies as ATL, Soul Plane.
Loyalty and integrity, principles, morals, Queens, Yuli. I'm humble.
Wow.
I appreciate you being on my show tonight, bro.
Wow.
Thank you for coming and being on my show.
Lobel only saw those beautiful things when they called me to be on the show. They were like, it's the Lobel show. I go, I'm in. That's it. They had to know what the rate. Lobel, I'm in. Let's go.
Thank you. I know my producers called you. My producers called me. They said, we want to do video. I said, there's no one we're going to call but Yuli. And I even told Jesse today I'm having. He was like, fuck, you didn't call me? I'm like, I got to do Yuli. And when my producers called you and they said, would you be on the show? They said to me, Steve. He said, Steve Lobel, whatever it is, we don't even give a fuck. We're down.
Tonight we begin our educational online series. We will start the series by teaching you the basic concepts and what it takes to be as successful as an artist, talent manager in the entertainment industry these days. And we will get to learn and hear from two of the most talented individuals in the industry today. Steve Lobel and Jeremy Larner is, on the line. As a manager, how do you stay organized with all your artists?
Right. Jeremy, I'll take that one if you don't mind. Basically, I've always told everybody I speak to, when it comes to being a manager, there's a couple of key things. You have to be organized. You have to have common sense. You have to have communication skills. Never take no for an answer. Where there's a will, there's a way. And the way I stay organized is because I have a team. Together, everybody achieves more. And each artist has a lawyer. Each artist has a road manager. Each artist has a tour manager. Each artist has a DJ. Each artist has an A&R person. Each artist has a business manager. So I spend a couple hours a day for each artist, and I keep a daily Google calendar. And like I said, I have a day-to-day person for each artist and a team. And the key to everything is being organized and everybody communicating. You have to deal with the label all day. You have to deal with the booking agent. You have to deal with the lawyer. You have to deal with the artist.
I think I can add to that, if you don't mind. Organization is really just the number one thing in being a manager. And, personally what I do is I use Microsoft Outlook Office reminders, and if it's something as simple as returning a phone call, knowing that I had a phone call and I got to get back to this person, I'll write it down, put it in my queue so I don't forget to get back to that person. Or it could be something as long as, in the case of a music artist career, let's just say negotiating a record deal, for an example. So you've got to deal with the artist attorney, but maybe you call the attorney or you send him an email and you don't hear back from him because he's busy. He's in the middle of a bunch of deals. So I'll make a note, left message or sent email or spoke to, waiting to hear back from the label, waiting to hear back, keeping really detailed notes.
If you want to give them a quick story about the Loon Party, if not, we hold it for the book.
Oh, man, this is a great story. Okay, it's just too good. I've got to tell this story, and I'll make it less than 3 minutes. I used to manage Loon. This is probably back in, I don't know, 7 years ago or so, and it was Loon's birthday party. The club was Duvet on 21st between 5th and 6th, right next to Justin's, which is Puff Daddy's restaurant in New York City. And Steve, I had invited a couple of my friends. I'm not going to mention any names. And Steve was up there with his crew. Again, not going to mention any names. But let me just say this. I mean, the gulliest of the gully, the realest people in the streets possible on both sides. My people and Steve's people. And I'm not mentioning no names. I'm not hinting at anybody. But let's just say it's as real can be. The hip-hop police were outside. Everyone was in the house. Zab, Judah, Fabulous, everybody was in there. It was crazy, and something happened where someone Steve had said something. I'm not going to say what it was, and the guy didn't like what he said, and my boy got up in Steve's face. And this is someone that if this guy was in my face, I don't know what I would do. I would pray to God maybe. So Steve held his own ground and got back in this guy's face, and they're going back and forth at it. And I'm going to tell you right now, there was a bunch of people behind Steve, and there were a bunch of people behind this guy. And the bottom line is, a lot of people would have got hurt. A lot of people would have got hurt. There would have been blood. There would have been ambulances, innocent bystanders. It would have been a really bad situation. And I was like, oh my God, I don't even know what to do right now. And all I could do was just jump in the middle of Steve and this other guy and be like, look, yo, this is my man. This is Steve Lobel right here. And as soon as I said Steve Lobel, my guy was like, oh, Steve Lobel, what's up? And gave him a big hug and was like, man, I respect you. It's all good. And it was mutual respect. And the party went on. No one got shot, stabbed, or killed. It was beautiful.
Continuous. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low.
I love what I do. I have a passion for it, and like I said, you have to love what you do. I do this to keep Jam Master Jay's name alive. He put me in the music industry. I also do this because I love what I do, and I love taking people from nothing and helping them and becoming a global brand.
And I'm sure the public is asking out there, who is paying for those private jets? Is it the record company? Is it the artist? Is it the manager, the promoters?
Well, it all depends. If it's an urgent thing and the artist is really making money for the record company and selling, generating money, the record company might do it. But at the end of the day, the artist is going to be paying. At the end of the day, the artist pays for everything. And if artists are on private jets, they're usually paying out of their pocket. So if the label's paying it, the artist is really paying for it at the end. And then if an artist wants to fly in a private jet, they're paying for it themselves.
We are live right now. If you call area code 619-393-6769, it is the number to get. We're live with Steve Lobel here on the show. We've got a special guest, Big U, and we're going to get into marketing today on the educational series. All right, so guys, we got the East Coast Big U in the building, and thank you so much. All right, just before we get into it, one word to describe Mr. Lobel. What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
A legend. I mean, I look at Steve as sort of a mentor for me, and so many years of experience working with everybody from Run DMC to Fat Joe to some of his new school artists that's killing the game, like Ayaz and Sean Kingston that he's worked with, and especially Man. I heard the intro to the show, so Steve is a legend, man. He's a managerial genius, icon, marketeer. So many different ways I can describe Steve.
How does one go about marketing music, right? There's so many outlets and online digital platforms, and where digital is so important, more than the physical aspect of the CD distribution. How important is that music format, the digital format these days?
Yeah, I personally feel like, and I say this, and some people might feel like it's controversial or may disagree, that the digital format at some point is going to completely take over. And so, physical copies still exist. People still are purchasing, believe it or not, in some more rural areas than maybe the normal or the typical metropolitan. But I also, when I talk about controversial, I feel like at some point, all music is going to be free.
And, I know you're going to bring on Brian. Brian's a dear friend of mine. He's been in the music industry for a long time, doing radio, works at Columbia Records, big part of J. Cole's career. And
Brian.
Yeah, no, I think just to echo what Steve was saying, like those 2.5 years before his album came out were so critical in terms of, developing that fan base. And, one thing I can tell you guys is just because you go to a radio station once doesn't mean you're already locked in with them. We went to some of these smaller markets with J. Cole 3, 4, 5 times over the past 3 years. So, when we got to a point where we had a real single like Workout and Can't Get Enough featuring Trey Songz, we had touched so many stations and touched so many programmers and fans that it got that look. And that's one thing I can't stress enough is just because you go see one person one time doesn't mean you're good money with them. You have to go back and touch them so many times to develop that relationship.
Exactly. Brian, I was just telling
let me go to the calls right now. I want to get a couple opinions out there from the public. Area code 804. You're on the phone right now with Soren Baker and Steve Lobel. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Brad, Danny, Steve? I just want to say big ups to A to Z Entertainment all the way. My question for Mr. Baker is, I just want to ask you as a journalist, right? I'm pretty sure you meet up with a lot of artists, exchange number, all the above. I just want to ask you, do you think it's really wise to keep it just professional with artists and celebrities? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, infamous news might break, and you might have to report on the news, and you don't want to damage your relationship with the artist. So do you think it's just wise to keep it strictly professional?
Yeah, you from Virginia? Is that 804? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm from VA.
What's up, Brad? What's up, everybody tuning in to A to Z Radio? Just want to give everybody a heads up. The chat room is open. If you want to get connected with the show live with questions and comments, make sure you visit us. The way you get in is come to the A to Z Facebook webpage and go right there to the link for radio and get in, get connected, and be involved. What else can I say? Brad, what's up?
Our special guest and I had the opportunity with many successful recording artists. Songwriters, producers, managers, agents, talent agency, recording and publishing companies, music, television, motion picture production companies, clothing companies. George Gilbert, welcome to the show, live from New York.
It's a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you so much for having me on the show. You described me as a dream merchant because, all the artists have the dream of being successful, but they need people like Steve, they need people like me to help them get there. At that time, when the record business was slightly different than it is now, there was, a big infrastructure that we know as major labels, and to maneuver your way through it was a very complicated process.
I want to bring in the man, entrepreneur, CEO, and president of A to Z Entertainment. It's his show. Steve Lobel, how are you, sir?
I am great. Just another successful week, and we have a great guest tonight, and I'm looking forward to speaking with my guest, and everything's amazing, Brad and Danny. What's going on?
Danny, I got to welcome my co-host, executive producer, and the one that puts this show together. I got to go to him right now, live in the chat room. What's going on, Danny? Welcome to the show.
Yo, what up, B? Happy early birthday to Steve. I know you're doing it big out there and been partying since last night. And, yeah, we keep this show grinding every week. Everyone, if you want to get involved with the show, go to facebook.com/A to Z Entertainment.
DJ Paul, what's going on? How are you?
Yo, what's up, man?
Paul, how are you, man? Welcome to the Live and Steve Lobel show. You're live on the air with Steve Lobel, live from Philadelphia.
What's up, Steve?
Paul, what's good, bro? Where you at in the part of this world?
Oh man, I'm in the snowy Rocky Mountains of Utah.
Oh wow, Salt Lake City, Utah. I love you, Utah. What's up, Paul? What's up, my brother?
Man, I'm chilling, man. How you doing?
I'm good. It's out in Philly, man. Just did rehearsal. Got Ayers performing on a Thanksgiving Day float tomorrow for the parade. And my birthday tomorrow, Thanksgiving. I appreciate you calling in, bro. You know me like over a decade, man. So, happy Thanksgiving to you and your fam. I know you're working. That's why you're in Utah getting that money. It don't stop.
Yeah, man. I'm just calling you, wish you happy birthday and all that, man. And you know what I'm saying? And know y'all out there doing y'all thing, man.
Nah, it's all.
This is Mustafa. I'm calling to wish my brother Steve Lobel a happy birthday and a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you hear me, Steve. Your boy Moo. I've been on hold for like 20 minutes. I heard Paul. I heard Loco, whatever that dude's name was. I heard Sean. I heard Kyle.
All right, so your prediction before I let you go, who's going to the Super Bowl this year?
Looks like Green Bay.
All right, Green Bay all the way. Thank you so much, Mr. Lobel.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
No, nice talking to you, sir. Thank you so much. Enjoy the parade tomorrow.
Yo, what's going on with you, Lobel, man? Shoot, man, happy birthday to you, bruh.
Dizzy Bone, the legendary
What's
Dizzy
good,
Bone.
man? How you
What's
doing?
up to McCain?
It's all good, man. I'm glad to hear you. You know what I mean? You're doing good, man. It's good to hear all the feedback from everybody. You know what I mean? I'm glad Lazy Bone called in there and really showed his love and things of that nature, his respect and his appreciation for the things that you did to, put the crew back on the next level and show them it ain't that difficult to go platinum. It ain't that difficult to get another American Music Award. And that came from a lot of your hard work and you pushing them dudes to keep going and bringing Akon to the table. So definitely, man, not just on the business tip, but on the personal tip. I still got that watch you gave me. It's all good. Everything is lovely, man. I appreciate you, man, for everything you've done, man, from the Sumerian records and on and on and on and on and on. And everything that went on, man. Just have a great birthday, man. Party till you can't party no more like a rock star, man.